It's great to be back with you this week. Just to remind you, the first episode starts at 8 a.m., but you can watch it at your convenience on YouTube and on the Healthi app. If you watch it on YouTube, please give it that like, share it. It's very important and keeps us on the air, keeps our kids fed. I'm just kidding. But also, on a serious note, anything that you hear on here, please realize that before you start a weight loss or a exercise program or any physical activity, please consult a physician, a doctor. Mary and I will be your biggest cheerleader. We want you to be the best version of yourself. That's why we do this program every week. I mean, we do like each other and we enjoy each other's company, but that's the purpose of this, is to help you and help you become a better person. This week, spring has sprung. The change of the seasons. Change of the seasons. Things are changing a lot. I would say that from winter to spring is probably the biggest change and the most impacting. What do you think about that, Mary? What do you think about from winter to spring?
I think it's like the most waited for change, especially like if you're living where we live in the Northeast, so it is cold. It is still cold. I am not.
Give them your address.
I would live in Florida. No, Ben, you know, we got stalkers. No, I'm just joking. It is so cold out. Like yesterday, it actually snowed, and we are just coming into April. So it actually snowed over here. We had a whole bunch of winter squall warnings. I would live in Florida if I could, or like Aruba, somewhere really nice and hot. So I think it's like the most awaited time for me, season change, because I like the warmth. But also like the winter time is so dark and things are dead, and you know, like I love seeing the flowers come up. I love seeing the new growth. So that's what I really think about in spring. It's the new growth and the warmth and the good feelings that you get from spring.
Yeah, the good vibes, and knowing that summer's right around the corner. You know what I relate to spring to? Purging things in my home, spring cleaning, getting new things. Sometimes, I ask you a question. I've never really asked anybody this question. When your home is neat and you've purged things and you've gotten rid of the old things, like winter, you've gotten rid of the old things in the house that you no longer need. I have a 3-second rule with clothes too. If I hold it for 3 seconds and I know I'm not going to wear it, I usually donate it. But clothing, furniture, whatever it may be, do you feel that by having an organized home makes weight loss easier?
For sure. I think having an organized space. I do not like clutter. Actually,
I fix my drawers.
Well, my closets are a different story, because I could just close the door. But actually, you don't know this, but we just started a new thing in my house, because I have too many things on my plate, and I would find myself picking up the entire house, probably like for a good 30 to 40 minutes at the end of the night, just making sure it was straight enough and nothing in the sink. So when I woke up the next morning, you feel like refreshed, ready to start your day. I feel if I wake up to a messy house that I'm just like, it already kind of starts me off on the wrong foot. But I was feeling overwhelmed because I'm already doing so much. I have 3 other people I have to clean up after, but they're all old enough to kind of clean up after themselves. So we've been setting a timer at the end of the night to do a 15-minute speed clean, all 4 of us, including the 4-year-old. She puts away the shoes and the jackets and stuff. And it's so great because we're working as a team. I'm all about teamwork, but also just keeping my house picked up. So I'm waking up on the right start of the day, and it's just helpful to have a more organized environment because it makes my head feel more organized. Does that do the same thing for you? You feel like more organized?
Absolutely. Like I have cleaning service come in once every other Friday, and usually the house is a mess by Sunday because the kids but
Yeah.
it's nice for that 24 hours. But I always felt like on my drawers and my cabinets, and I threw out the old stuff, and both this is our 7th episode, so you've gotten to know Mary and I. We've lost 100 pounds over each. We probably have 5 sets of clothes, and even if we try to purge, there's still things we hold on to. And by getting rid of that stuff and donating it to the less fortunate, whether it's a 5-minute cleanup in the morning or a deep clean on the weekend, organizing your space can go a long way and impact your weight loss journey in a way. What do you think?
I think too, it's funny because I just did kind of clean out. I just made goal last week after a very long time, a goal that I really set. Well, actually I had a different goal set in my head. I lowered it because my body was still losing weight. Thank God for Healthi, because I never thought that I could be this weight. I never even dreamt or imagined it, but my body is listening to all the Healthi techniques that Healthi has provided for me. If you're not yet a member of Healthi is only $24.99 with our coach code, and there's no gimmicks. That's it. You get what you get, which is great. 6 plans. You get a recipe. I often get asked about meal plans and recipes. That's all on the app, including amazing support with the community, lots of support from real life coaches just like us. But anyway, so I just reached goal and I was like, you know what? I am getting rid of these clothes.
What does goal mean to a non-Healthi member?
Goal means for me, it was a weight that I set for myself. And I finally made it. I was listening to my body, and if I would have hit a plateau where I was not moving my weight, but still doing all the Healthi techniques, but not moving my weight, I would have settled that goal there. I'm just listening to my body right now and deciding to go with where it wants me to. But I had some bigger clothes in the closet that I was no longer wearing, and I decided to donate them because I said, I will not get there again. I do have some smaller clothes that I think I'm going to pull out of my attic. They're in a tote that they were so beautiful. I didn't want to give them away, but I have them in the attic. So my space is still kind of cleaned up, but like some clothes that I still want to kind of get into, which I know they'll fit now because I've never been this small except for maybe middle school. So I'm excited about that. So if you do have clothes you don't want to get rid of, maybe put it in a tote in your attic or your garage to kind of still keep your space tidied up and just kind of put that away. I don't know, it worked for me because I have aspirations to get back into those clothes. Actually, I probably was never in those clothes. They were probably tight to begin with, but I didn't want to get rid of them. That was it.
Yeah, getting rid of the clothes, moving the clothes, making more space. That's a change of season. It just doesn't have to be, flowers coming out of the ground. Although I do like tulips. They have that good tulip. They have that good tulip farm down by your area.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I like lilies. I need to, I know you want to stay away from food, but I need to clean out my snack cabinet. So I have my own personal snack cabinet that the kids are not allowed in. Guys, I'm a foodie. I love my food. And there are certain things that like I will buy that are worth it for me, but like my kids will eat the whole package. But I will keep it in my snack cabinet and then just keep on buying kind of more and more and more. I need to kind of clean it out because then you often say that sometimes like that food that you wanted is no longer worthy of the bites or of the calories. So I kind of need to maybe move that into my kids' snack cabinet and kind of clean out mine because mine's a really big mess right now.
Yeah, for some reason you just don't like it anymore. Your palate changes. This is where we get a little deep. So put your seatbelts on. Are you aware that one of the key signs of depression is when you stop taking care of your day-to-day chores, like cleaning your house,
Yeah,
which leads to you eating the wrong foods.
yeah. Because it shows that you're no longer caring for it's in nursing terms, it's called activities of daily living. You no longer have the same interest in how you go about your day. So whether that's tidying your house, tidying your appearance, and then no longer caring about what you're fueling your body with. And the incidence of depression in the wintertime is actually really increased
And
because
that's
of
true. That's a true medical thing, isn't that right?
yeah, no,
I'm
for
not a
sure, because
nurse.
it's yeah, it's the lack of sunshine, which promotes like happy hormones and your vitamin D levels and things like that. So that's a real thing. So spring is coming, the sun is coming out. You know, I'm
Depression
glad you're
leaves you
talking.
depression leaves you feeling so down and tired that you just let things go, including yourself, right?
Sure, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think the importance of spring is knowing that there's regrowth that's possible. Like this is not the end. We're moving into a new season, in the world, but also like with our own journey. Like I always say, don't give up. Like if you're feeling a little bit depressed, if you're feeling a little bit down, take this time to kind of reevaluate and see what you can do for yourself. And sometimes that might mean cutting something out of your life, going through a pruning season where you're letting go things in your life that no longer serves a purpose to your journey.
Yeah, that's a technique called doing self inventory, and that's something we should all do this time of year because it's springtime. We have to ask ourselves, or we should ask ourselves, do a self inventory. Does this blank still serve me? Does this relationship still serve me? Does this friend still serve me? Does this volunteer activity still serve me? Does this activity where I do to work out still serve me?
Mm-hmm,
Because
mm-hmm,
you'll definitely find things that you need to prune from that tree or bush that doesn't
mm-hmm.
no longer serve you and holds you back from new growth, new
Right. And
activity.
sometimes that's not uncomfortable. So if you think about things being cut out of your life or changes that need to be made, that can kind of sit with you uncomfortably. And actually, when you brought up spring cleaning, I wasn't like, yay. I was like, "Ugh," because that's a big undertaking for me. Even though I try to keep everything kind of straight and stuff, it can be a big undertaking to maybe pull out everything out of your closet or organize or really kind of go through your garage and clean things out. But any type of change in your life where maybe you're even pruning something out, maybe it's a workout that you love to do, but your body is no longer reacting to it the same way that it used to do. So you have to switch things up. That can be a little bit scary. It can be a big undertaking. That pruning season can be uncomfortable, maybe even a little painful, give you that little sting. Nobody likes change, but it can be necessary for you to be fruitful after the pruning season. We all go through these seasons and they're not always comfortable, but if you're doing that self inventory like Ben is talking about, in the end result, you're going to bring more fruit to your journey.
Think about getting a new hairstyle. You have long hair and you decide to cut it short. More so for a woman than a man. Is it difficult?
Oh, for sure. Definitely.
I
You're not gonna, you can't like just glue it back on in case
mean,
you don't,
get this little fig going here. No,
in case you
but
don't
this
like
goes back
it.
in 2 weeks. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
exactly. For a woman, it's like you think you want to change it and you cut it short and you're like, nope, that was the wrong decision. You just gotta, you just gotta kind of make do, with it.
That in
I think,
between stage.
yeah, exactly.
One thing
I
you
think,
don't know, one thing you don't know about me is oh gosh, it must be about 7 years ago. I grew my hair 11 inches to donate it. Yeah,
Nice,
but
nice.
and I donated it. But the thing, I donated it on like a challenge, but that in between stage, man, that was rough.
Oh, yeah.
And I could look at that spring could be that in between stage to get to summer. You know, improvements for the springtime. Spring is for rebirth and growth and trying new things. Set
Mhm.
simple goals, you know, spring aspirations, that's what I used to call it, is a time for making good promises and good decisions for yourself. Take a chance. What chances could we take, Mary?
There's a
It's
lot. I
it's unlimited, really, right?
there's a lot, but like I like to play it safe. I'm definitely one that definitely has some trouble with change. I will try new things out, but there's a lot of sense of anxiety that comes with trying new things out, but you never know unless you try. And I know that sounds like such like something that people throw around, but it's true. You never know if you're going to like it unless you try it. Now, don't come at me with seafood because I'm not even trying it. You couldn't pay me a $500.
No sushi.
No, I won't eat any seafood. You can't pay me $500 to take a bite of seafood because I'm just weird like that. Um, but like things like exercise, I will try everything once. And I think the anxiety actually comes from me wondering if I'm going to fail at it or make
and,
myself look stupid.
and I love watching you and your family on our Facebook page, Coach Ben and Mary's Weight Loss, Wellness, and Fun. You're doing well. Tell everybody. Tell them what exercises you're doing. And you don't
So
care how you look. You don't care.
no, no. Because it's just fun. I frequently tell our members if you can do any type of activity, number one, it's great because it gets your endorphins flowing. But if you can involve a pet or a family member, it makes it that much more fun because then you have the love aspect with it and you're just kind of fooling around, not taking yourself too seriously. So March, we're just finishing up March, and March in our every single month in our group, which Coach Ben just talked about, we have a challenge. So March is Movement March. So every single week I've been posting almost daily. I try to do daily, guys, my best I can. And we just finished up Arm Week, and this week we're finishing up. I'm doing circuit training week, and we just video recorded all the videos in one day with my sister-in-law and my oldest daughter. So yesterday we posted a kettlebell circuit, and we have. I'm not gonna. Oh, well, this is gonna air on Thursday. So it's going to be the end of the month. We have a whole bunch of a barbell circuit, exercise ball circuit. It was circuits to do an at-home workout, and we had a good time. And we were outside, so we were able to enjoy nature. It was freezing, so we felt the winds kind of blowing through our face. But don't take yourself so seriously. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the aspect of just what life has to bring to you. It's really just focusing on the positive and what you're doing for yourself and your mind and your body and your spirit. And you know what? It lifts my spirit to be outside in the sunshine, even if it's a little bit cold, because I'm with my loved ones, working out. It's just a whole bunch of goodness wrapped up in a big bundle.
And I hope you don't stop it because I think you're inspiring other people to do it because they see that
Thank
you're doing it and you're doing it with your relatives and you're motivated and it may motivate them to do it.
thank
So,
you.
I think so. It motivates me. Um, I put together a little list about spring because spring is for rebirth and growth and trying new things. And think about this. Set simple goals for yourself, short-term goals that may have a long-term effect on how you want your year to end. So if you
Mm,
start something now, It doesn't have to be weight loss. It could be anything. It could be painting, could be making a sculpture, could be planting something. Not that plant from a few weeks ago that Mary posted. But
It's bad.
honestly, planting is growth. That may be a no-brainer for spring, especially in the Jersey area. I mean, we plant tomatoes. This is
Tomatoes.
the
Tomatoes are
Garden
my
State
thing.
corn,
Mhm.
but often people just buy a bouquet of flowers and call it a day, but grow something, try something new, start something small with spices or herbs or the tomatoes. The tomatoes will grow anywhere in New Jersey, but I know this is a national show, so it may not grow in Antarctica. Look at your working
Actually,
space.
continental shelf because we have
Yeah,
Canada. We even have people from Australia. So
that,
hello around the world.
that's true. Somebody from Australia was on. Um, what about a lot of us are working from home now because it's
Mm.
a new season? Change our working space for the spring, redo it, make it look more springy, make it look more positive, make it look more inviting.
Even a
Maybe
bowl of lemons, guys. I know this sounds really crazy, but when we were selling our previous home, um, I wouldn't say leave out the tray of cookies because we're trying
you didn't bake
to
the
lose weight. Um, but I mean, they said like when we were talking, when we were looking up how to stage your home and make it more inviting and make it more pleasant, they said put out a bowl of lemons, and it was true. I mean, we sold our house pretty quickly. So put out a bowl of lemons, bring in those fresh flowers, or just enjoy. I am so silly, but I really like to lay on the grass and just look up at the sky and just soak in the surroundings. Hopefully it's not dog poop next to my
and
head.
count the ticks because I know where you live.
I mean, yeah, no, it's okay. Like, I don't know, this is part of nature. Hopefully I don't get bit, maybe use a little bug spray or whatever, but it's just nice. Nature's beautiful. I love to be outside and just soak in the goodness. I do it with my 4-year-old and we look at the clouds. I did that when I was young, and what that cloud looks like a dinosaur, that one looks like, a bear, and just enjoy the moment. Life goes by so fast.
Too fast. And if you watch it go fast and watch it go by, you're gonna miss a lot. I've heard a lot of coworkers come to me and say, Ben, we usually go to Disney or we go somewhere, at this time of year, April, spring break. But what about, because it is expensive. The flights are astronomical because of the fuel. But what
Mhm.
about booking a hotel around your city and doing a staycation or an Airbnb? You know,
Mm,
that could
mhm.
be something to do for spring instead of saying, "Oh, couldn't go away this year." If you have kids or if you don't, take some type of vacation. Doesn't have to be to Florida if you don't
Mhm.
want to pay those rates. You know,
Mhm.
there's so much.
A scavenger hunt. If you have kids, we've done a nature scavenger hunt. Because we have like by me, we have like national parks and things like that. But I've looked on the internet, gotten a scavenger hunt, a nature scavenger hunt, and it's like find a bird, find an insect, find something that flies, find something that's purple, and the kids have a great time. There is nothing better than watching my little rugrat running around trying to find the beauty in nature and find things too. There's something great about soaking in the goodness of little ones because they're so innocent and silly, and I don't know, there's something special about
Did you
that.
ever play the license plate game growing up when you were driving?
Oh, you'd see
Where?
like the different states.
Yeah, yeah. I don't
Yeah,
hear
or
about.
I spy, like I see with my little eyes something.
Yeah.
Like those are all the goodness that we forget by being so soaked into social media, so soaked into our phone. Like we're not allowed at my house. No, we are not allowed to have any electronics at the table because you know what? You're gonna talk to me. You're gonna talk to me while I'm listening to you chew way too loudly. We are going to talk about our day. You want to know why? Because I care. Because I care and life goes too fast and I don't want to live with any regrets when, God forbid, one of my loved ones are gone.
Yeah, and that's the truth. You
Mhm.
know, sometimes we have to disconnect. And if that could be your goal for the season of spring, is to disconnect a little bit more, you know, and try to absorb the things around you instead of a snowstorm or something. Go outside,
Yeah.
reconnect with nature.
Mhm.
Make it a point. Sit down and write down things. You know what? I did this as a kid. Well, would I like to do this with my kids if I have
Mhm.
kids?
Like a playing card in like the tire of your bike, right?
Yeah, I mean, nobody. If I said that to my kids, they wouldn't know what I was talking about.
No,
They would look at
no,
me
not at
like,
all.
bike shop, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that on YouTube?
Yeah, you got to bring back some of the basics, some of the good old kind of clean fun. And I even said on our meeting last night, we do co-host a meeting Monday nights at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. There's a whole bunch of meetings throughout the week, and all the meetings are free through Healthi. You just log on Healthi with an I .eventbrite.com to register for the meetings. Tickets open up every Friday. But I was saying in the meeting, because some people don't have kids or don't have kids who are at home, go outside with your pet, enjoy your pet. But if you don't have a pet, go on a nature walk, but call a friend, call somebody. Enjoy your time outside, connect with loved ones, enjoy your time outside, get some fresh air, get some sunshine. Even the people who are living in the colder climates, they're prepared for the colder climates, maybe not as well, like not like I would be, but they're
No,
prepared. They're still out there in like 10-degree weather outside walking, enjoying their colder climate because there's still some beauty in that, in the frost. Good for you guys.
in the
Not
frost,
me.
not a frosty. She said in the frost.
Yeah.
But I do have a recipe for
Oh, you
a low bite
do.
frosty. If you come on the Facebook page, I'll
All
post
different
it.
flavors, all different flavors. Make sure you
Yes.
post that on Friday. He has a whole bunch of different flavor concoction. And I think your favorite one wasn't like pistachio or something.
Yeah, it's spumoni. It's pistachio with cherries. I got it from a wonderful member in Secaucus, New Jersey. If you don't know where Secaucus, New Jersey, that might be one of the places that Jimmy Hoffa may be located. But that's I got it from a good member from out that area, and I've used it a lot. I've used it a lot. I have a sweet tooth, you know, but take the opportunity to sit down and use spring to grow as a person, to grow as an individual, to grow as a parent, if you're a
Yeah.
parent, to
Mm-hmm.
grow as a family member, to grow as a husband, a wife, a girlfriend, a spouse, a boyfriend. Use it as an opportunity. Take this spring as an opportunity to grow.
Yes,
Don't you think,
I
Mary?
agree. I agree. There's nothing, take this opportunity to grow. We
Yeah.
all have the ability to grow. Listen, if you're not growing anymore, then what are you even doing? You can never be the best version of you. That's what she should always be striving to be is better and better every single day, but let it come from a feeling of love, not a feeling of disgust, a feeling of love, a feeling of determination and encouragement to yourself that you can always be the best version of you. So just continue growing, enjoy this spring and the season of growth. And we are right here along with you on your journey.
And on that note, guys, we'll see you next Thursday on YouTube. Um, and if you want to see us on the Healthy app, we're there as well. And if you want to catch our meetings, like Mary had said, you can go on the Facebook page, you can go on the community page. If you're not a Healthy member yet, join. Hey, it's $25 a year not a month, a year.
Can't
And
beat
you get
that.
the app, 6 plans, and you get the support of all the coaches and no gimmicks. We love you. We'll see you next week. It was a
Bye,
great
we love you.
episode. Take care. Have
Have a
a
healthy
great week.
life.
Have a healthy life.